Hey, it's time to play Melty Blood.
That's not it.
Hey, it's Melty Blood
Um,
time.
this is not it. That's
It's time to play Melty Blood. It's time to play the Melty Blood.
it's Melty Blood.
It is Melty Blood.
You said it enough times that it made it true.
Hey, this is the first time I'm playing this game on my new controller too.
That's awesome. Don't wreck it.
I don't think this game can wreck my controller.
Not yet.
Yeah, it is weird.
Nice
Because I've been playing on such a I've completely worn down the grips on my like my old controller is just so like
Devastated.
it's not devastated. It's just like imagine you played baseball, right? Like let's pretend that you have some sort of athletic ability, Brantley. Okay?
Johnny, do you play baseball?
Shinobi. So imagine you're playing baseball. And I just made that Shinobi my bitch. Imagine you're playing baseball and you hit your, you know how like you got a nice firm baseball bat?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so you have this nice firm baseball bat. And as you're playing baseball, like as you hit more balls, the baseball bat loses its firmness, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And so, like, you know how, like, you see professional baseball players talking about how limp their baseball bat has become?
Yes.
So, essentially what I'm saying is that, like, my controller is a limp baseball bat.
Okay.
And
I think I understand.
yeah, because we all know, everyone understands the concept of the limpening of a baseball bat.
Yeah,
Right.
I think they call it ED.
Yeah.
Ergonomic dysfunction.
It's just like I put this controller in my hand the other day, right? And I go and I'm playing Guilty Gear as one does, and I'm playing it, and I just everything I do seems so much more deliberate. And it could be a psychosomatic thing, right? Like
I think it makes all the difference. I noticed when upgrading to Xbox One controller or Series X, I guess, that just felt like I was playing better. You know, I think it was probably Mega Man X that I was playing. It's like this feels so much more right. You know.
I found new movement tech, and I think that we need to talk about it for a
Slide
little.
move? Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet there's a way to break this. I'm so excited to beat this game, and then rebeat this game just in the most broken way possible.
Take that move off a ledge the next time you get to...
Do you know about something that I don't?
No, I'm just wondering what happens.
Okay.
By the way, can you side share?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, little bro. Feeling better?
Oh, Sonic called Tails his little bro, and it's all that matters. Sorry, I paused it.
That's...
Yeah, this whole experience gave me a kind of clarity.
Hey, it's kind of funny
When this
because
is
you're
all
fucking
over,
all distorted.
I
Not
think
clear
I
at
need to go
all.
it alone for a while. I can't grow into my full potential if I always fall back on you.
Oh, we're gonna get a Tails spinoff.
that's okay.
That's the DLC. It's Tails alone. It's like
You're free
that
to go
famous
your own way.
episode of Avatar.
I guess you just grew up on me a little faster than I expected.
Sonic, it's been 30 years.
Are you saying I outpaced you?
Yeah, don't push it.
That was good. That was a good line read.
I wonder if
Takes some
the
getting used
DLC
to,
characters will
but-
only be playable in cyberspace.
Here's to you reaching new heights, partner.
Ooh, I really hope we get like Sonic Force's Shadow of a Doubt DLC. That's what it was called, right?
I don't remember what... I feel like it was something like Project Shadow or Episode Shadow or something.
Such a
I
beautiful
think
friendship. A family born of love and not genetics. Everything I want.
why do you cry?
I wish I'd never seen this. It was so much easier accepting the future when they were simply enemies.
What if Sage is like, I wish you'd call me Higurashi? I like how we're gonna see some flashbacks for like the 3 scenes they've been in together.
Yep.
A Higurashi as they cry.
When they cry.
I think I'm right. I don't know what Germa's streaming right now, but on Twitch it just says he's streaming retro.
All of retro. It's doing Action 52.
I just love this, like, that we just saw the same. Oh, she's completed. Oh, now she's not. Oh. Freaking out there a little bit, Sage.
She's awakening her power of character customization.
Soon she will be able to wear the exclusive gamer t-shirt
Oh,
from Sonic Forces.
and the Crocs.
The Crocs, yes. I thought you said Macross, and I had to
No,
think,
no.
I had to think for a couple seconds.
And the gamer.
All right, here we go.
You're gonna have to get on a flat surface. Oh,
I
well, that's good.
You die. But you want to see what happens to Sonic.
Yeah, I think I saw enough. He just goes into a default falling state.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
He slides for a little bit. That's pretty lame, though. Wait, do I have enough to get my last ability? I do. Nope, it's 50. That's a lot more than 40. Today I went grocery shopping, and I spent way too much money on groceries.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, what could I have not gotten? And the answer is not much. Like, I got some snacks, but everyone's got a snack attack, which is my favorite NES game.
Yeah, I think there's times where it's just like your groceries will all kind of line up. It's like, well, I just have to buy a lot of things now.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this.
Ranch.
What? Did you just say ranch?
I've
Yeah,
been
you gave him
studying this
ranches.
door while you were exploring
Oh.
the island. It sounded like it unlocked from the inside.
Great. So, how do we open it?
From the inside.
See that
Yeah,
switch
get
next
inside.
to the door? I think it'll react to the cyber energy stored in your body. There's no telling what's on the other side, but I'm betting it's important. Approach it whenever you're ready.
I'm always ready.
Thanks, Sonic.
As he's clutching his head in pain.
I did it. Oh. Okay.
You sure did approach it.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh my god, they fit in a fucking pinball table here. I was wondering if they'd do some kind of, like, casino night style thing and cram it in somehow.
The Knuckles DLC. A familiar ancient site. Clear the game to see what happens. Oh my
Grant.
god.
That,
I didn't know
that
what
hole is, yeah, very, not very generous.
Well, I
It didn't even, like, fall through the paddles.
Well, I didn't know how to.
Shoulder buttons, yeah.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I've talked about my love for pinball on this thing. I love pinball. It's a red ring. I got it.
There's a bar in the bottom left. Oh, that's probably for score multiplayer.
but I love pinball. I really like the Willy Wonka pinball machine. And some people will tell you that pinball is all the same. I don't know if he's here, but Scott said that. And that's a lie. There's so many different kinds of pinball machines, and you gotta learn.
You can at least like. There's the understanding that there's some terrible pinball machines out there.
Fuck off! This guy, he's offering a promotion?
Oh my god!
What is he saying? I can't read it. I'm playing pinball.
Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on/off/customize. Go to dogehype.com.
If that person responds right now, can you make the chatbots quote Oblivion, like just Oblivion like generic dialogue? I'll buy it, but you have to tell me your favorite Oblivion generic dialogue that your chatbots will be able to quote.
Clock's ticking.
Clock's ticking. Come on, let's go. I want to hear that Oblivion dialogue. Favorite Oblivion dialogue. Let's go.
You're gonna have bad news.
I don't think he's here.
They're not here.
Ah, son of a bitch. My favorite Oblivion dialogue is when they tell you you have the eyes of an archer. Because it's very like romantic. Or when they say you have an air of mysticism about you. It's like, thanks, man. I don't know how to clear this game, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, your score multiplier is 32, which is pretty great, you know. I love that the B button says cease operation. Not
Okay.
like, you know, exit or something like that.
So I have to get so much more points. I guess I'm exponentially getting stronger though.
Yeah, your score multiplier is going up.
Oh, so this is actually a very freaking times 64. It's the Nintendo 64, the best console in the world. You remember when the Nintendo made the 64?
Mm-hmm.
They were like, this is our 64th game console. What's your favorite Nintendo 64 game? No.
That's gonna be tough. I have to deal with Contriter first. Give me a moment.
Paper Mario is a fucking good one. That is a contender. That is. Both of those games are fantastic. I like Thousand Year Door better than original Paper Mario, but I think original Paper Mario has a little bit more charm to it. I also think Banjo-Kazooie is one of the best platformers there is out there. I really wish the Xbox like remastered was on PC so I could play it on PC.
Yeah, I unfortunately did not play much from the N64 era. Like we had a GameCube first, and then you know bought an N64 from a GameStop used. So like I have a limited knowledge of the library, right? I didn't. Go ahead.
Quick. I do like that you're like, yeah, we bought it used, and I have a limited knowledge of the library, but Quest 64 is one of the games we had.
Yes, it was. We were excited about Quest 64, dude. Like, there was just something about it where we're like, yeah, this looks good. And it was also in a time period where we didn't care to do that much research about what we were buying into, right? Like, as long as we liked it on premise or something, like, that was enough, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's one of the very few RPGs on the system. I can probably count the number of N64 games I've played on, like, two hands. Or, like, not played, but, like, owned on two hands. I have a sort of a torn relationship with a lot of N64 games. So, like, Mega Man Legends, aka Mega Man 64, right? Like, that's an interesting one. I don't know if I like it all that much. I'm glad it exists, but like, it's kind of a weird game, and it definitely doesn't feel Mega Man at all, right? Mega Man's there, but none of the gameplay.
He's barely
like
Mega Man though.
It's very derivative.
He's anime as shit.
And a Mega Man.
Yeah, and then like
it's good. I like the derivation, but it's not a Mega Man I'm very fond of.
there's like roll casket is what her name gasket.
Roll casket. Yeah, it's Mega Man Walnut. And then roll casket.
She's got a cool hat though.
Yeah, she's got a great design. Very fun. That's where Tron Bond came from as well. And she was hugely popular. Like, well, for example, too, like I know Tucker played Paper Mario. Oh, looks like you have to get in the top there.
I know, it's dangerous.
Tucker played Paper Mario using the Virtual Console, but like by that time we had played Thousand Year Door, so it's like we don't really have the same like Paper Mario reverence, you know.
There we go.
Ooh, nice. Like, cause like, you know, in original Paper Mario, you don't have things like the perfect guard that you can parry with the B button, you know, and just
oh no!
Oh, unfortunately, I think we enjoyed Thousand Year Door more than, or at least I enjoyed Thousand Year Door more than original Mario. Yeah, the first one does have a penguin murder mystery, but there is also penguin mystery in Thousand Year Door too, just on a train. Like, so not to diminish original Paper Mario, but just like I have not played it.
It's not as good.
Yeah, I can't vouch for it, right? Because I've never like actually hands on it.
Bryce, who's your favorite Paper Mario follower?
Were those really part of the original ruins?
I'm a
I mean,
big
the
fan
tech
of
here
Pinball
outpaces
personally.
Eggman's and is older than old. Well, I guess the love of pinball predates civilization.
Hell yeah, Sonic.
Sonic, that Titan down there, do you really plan on fighting that? Even as Super Sonic, that thing is...
Keeping you, Amy, and
Watt,
Knuckles
Locke,
trapped?
Lester, and Vivian's
So, yeah,
great. Vivian is
take it
excellent.
down.
I love it.
Sit tight, partner. I'll
Vivian
take out this
pokes
last
people and
Titan
they catch
and
on
get everyone
fire.
back to normal.
Give him a good punch.
And I catch on fire. You know, that... Ow!
Don't worry, Tails. I've got this.
Dies immediately. Do I have all the... I don't have... I'm missing a Chaos Emerald. I don't know which one I have and which one I don't. Because, like... I have the yellow. I have red. I have blue. I have the silver one. I'm missing the purple one. Oh, right. The... God, it's just so brutal. You just like... I'm not trying, I swear. I'm trying to go fast.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I've been watching ProZD and his buddy Jay play through Paper Mario Thousand Year Door recently, and they, like, he and like everybody in their little circle of friends really loves Glitz Pit. Like, that chapter is like their favorite. Going to Glitzville and doing tournament art. What did you think of it?
I know, like, here's the thing. I get why people like Glitz Pit, right? Like, oh man, it's like fucking pro wrestling, but you're Mario and you get the Yoshi and it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's the thing is that's exactly it, Bryce. That's exactly it. The Glitz Pit is really fun when you first do it. And then, like, it's the one I look forward to the least. I remember when I played it, I knew about Glitz Pit, and when I played it, I was like a little disappointed.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of the sheep mystery one, where everyone's getting orc pigs. Puny Forest is awful because having to keep all the punies together is a miserable experience. Yeah, I love the pig one. Night.
Yeah, that's Twilight Town, I think. Yeah, that's the chapter where you get to team up with Vivian.
Yeah,
after
I love that
this
one.
sort of ends the chapter early.
I really like that one because it's like the only time where it's like the only time this guy's really cool. I like the arm rails. It's the only time where like the followers talk to each other, and I wish there was more of that. That's not what I wanted to happen.
Yeah, Bobbery is also great. Going to the island is cool. When I was on Cortez's fight, I was literally down to the last turn I could possibly have. Like, I was poisoned, I had 1 HP left, no star power, no items, and I didn't have a scan on him to know how much damage he had left to do, and I managed to clutch it right there.
Are you ready for some fucking butt rock?
Yeah. Let's see, but back to N64 game. It honestly, it might be Super Smash Bros. On N64. It's, you know, as a Smash Bros. Game, it's very limited, but I still like the game feel of it. The sound effects are so cartoony and clunky. Like, the roster is still fairly decent, even though it's, you know, very, like, you know, there's not that many characters, but I think they've made good picks.
I think the thing about like the first Smash Bros is that like comparing it to other Smash Bros, yeah, it's gonna have some problems, right? It's Beyblades, baby.
This is so absurd. What are you supposed to do? Can you parry right now?
No, I just jumped off.
Oh shit. But like it has all of its essentials there, right? You don't get to air dodge or like sidestep dodge, but you still have dodge rolls and shielding.
Yeah, and that's true, Bryce. It's like there's no other platform fighters like that. I have literally no idea what to do here. I can jump off with A, and that's about it.
I'm assuming you're trying to ride it back into him, but it's so fairly janky. Yeah, it's weird that like there's a lot of platform fighters that I wouldn't even say were as good as Smash 64. Obviously, like, definitely imbalances. Like, you know, Yoshi not having any good, like, air mobility back then, and also having, like, oh, just, like, Fox is really good or whatever. That was an issue. I mean, I remember even in, like, the, for Fox's trophy in Super Smash Bros. Melee, they mention, like, can you boost?
No, none of the buttons work except for.
Oh, close.
Maybe I gotta get them to like follow me. They just kind of like come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I really don't know what they expect out of this segment. This feels a little like the maybe this one didn't really get finished. Oh yeah. I remember in the trophy for Fox and Melee, they mentioned like they had to make him heavier compared to Smash 64. It's interesting to see they sort of gave a little balance note, like in the trophy description.
I don't want the shield, man.
Let's see. I didn't play Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. I played the Nintendo DS remake. That was good. So I guess by extension I could say I like that game. Let's see. Pokemon Stadium was fun for the novelty of like being new to Pokemon and not really kind of knowing exactly how things were meant to work, you know? And I just liked seeing all the really interesting animations they would do. Really creative stuff. The minigames also. Yeah, Bryce, when we go to ASIN every year, there's almost always a group of people who have, hey, there you go. They'll have Pokemon Stadium set up, and they'll be doing like the mini games competitively with each other. We'll see some people who are like way deep in the Clefairy memorization game and stuff. It's wild. So great.
Lasers. Oh, a laser.
How come you don't have a laser, son?
Actually.
What else have I played on 64? I didn't own any of the Nintendo 64 Mario parties. What did I own on 64? Ocarina of Time is another one I played later, and as a result, I don't have like the fondness or appreciation for it that a lot of people do. Because at that point, I had already played Wind Waker, so a lot of the clunk that's there and just certain things about it just didn't quite like impress me, you know. Just because I was too late for it.
Oh, fucking, it's the last clap. You learned from Dalinar Kholin. Or, that's actually Zahir. I'm a fake fan. You don't mind Buck Bumpers, so I don't need it.
I always wanted to play Chameleon Twist 2. I watched Logan James like play all of Chameleon Twist at a sleepover.
I'm pretty sure that I played that game with Tucker for like almost the entire night.
Maybe it was you who was playing it, yeah.
That game is bad, but that's okay.
I know someone who, one of my past students, speedruns that game frequently.
Jesus.
Takes it very seriously.
Fucking wild. We killed
it always, yeah, it weirded me out that in Chameleon Twist 1 they were just little orb people, and then in Chameleon Twist 2 they started looking like chameleon.
Oh, they have voices. Yeah, Chameleon Twist 2. It robbed me. They mugged me. I did it.
You conquered Chaos Island.
It almost. I remember there's a part where a bunch of ants are walking, and if you extend your tongue, you can just eat them all. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
you
Look at these long legs.
It's kind of like Yoshi, where you could lick enemies up and then spit them out, but you can't make them into eggs. But you can get like, say, like you can grab like a ton of enemies with your tongue all at once by like controlling your tongue around, and then you could like machine gun fire them out. Yeah, Yoshi's Story is great. That's another one we did have. I do like Yoshi's Story a whole lot. The ending credits song like made me tear up.
It's the one where Yoshi raps Tupac, right?
No, that's there, but there are levels that have the Yoshi.
Damn,
The
dude.
final path has been revealed. Silence the six towers. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Sure thing, random voice.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say there was a surprise, Titan.
Sonic?
Hang
Kirby
tight,
and the
partner.
Crystal Shards, where you can make
We're almost
Kirby,
through
where
this.
Kirby has a double-sided
Careful.
lightsaber before Star Wars did it.
Careful. Where's the fun in that?
You remember that?
Yeah. Crystal Shard's another one that like I can appreciate now, but at the time I tried it and it felt kind of slow. But I think like the Kirby's a little bit before that, like Dreamland 3, I think we're kind of in that same vein in terms of gameplay speed. But yeah, it's 60. Crystal Shards is very creative and like,
Fridge Kirby.
yeah, it's just like wildly dangerous for a Kirby game of the time. You know, it's not like there wasn't like spooky things in Kirby before, but they really went all out. I mean, it's iconic for it.
Shitty.
Just say melting ice.
That's what oh fuck!
Oh, hey, you're in the questionable area of Psychonauts 2.
We are. Yeah, it is. Why is it sometimes on a track and sometimes not? It is wild that they decided to call it Shitty Melting Ice Kirby.
They had to fit it in the tiny little box, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in 64 they only had a little icon.
Well, that one didn't. That one had a full ass name.
And debug text crammed in there. Let's see.
Look at this guy. What's he even doing?
Oh, we played Pokemon Snap on... You know what? This is how Sonic games have acted in most Sonic games since, like, Unleashed. This is not actually surprising. We did play Pokemon Snap on Virtual Console. And that was a ride. I definitely know we had to use, like, a guide. But, it's another one of those just, like, you know, they sure, like, struck something brilliant with it. I know development of it was kind of rough, but,
This is
yeah.
too damn tall.
I hope that, the new Pokemon Snap turned out well. I heard good things about it, but I didn't hear much beyond, so I hope people enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Bryce played it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the stairs from Mega Man X5.
Oh. When you walk away.
Wrong one, it's Sanctuary.
Damn it.
I gotta be careful because I sing that part so good that we will get copyright strike. What?
I always think of like the
Are you
as in like he's running up the stairs.
Are you fucking kidding me? I climbed the top of the damn tower and I jumped off. I followed it.
Hey, look, another one!
There's 6 of these nonsense. This is nonsense. You know, Kingdom Hearts, good openings.
Kingdom Hearts is my favorite Nintendo 64 game.
You remember when Sora said, "Hey, we gotta get into Smash Bros," and then they never brought him to Smash Bros, and then they did?
Yeah.
Fucking the fact that Sora made it to Smash Bros, and then I stopped playing Smash Bros.
I don't know if it's that you stopped playing Smash Bros. I think it's just that we stopped playing Smash Bros. Collectively, just because like we
played a lot.
There
of
were new
Smash
things
Bros.
on the horizon. Our schedules are shifting, and we kind of changed how we were
The big
hanging out.
problem is what ruined Smash Bros. For me is actually Guilty Gear. Not because like
Yeah.
I played Guilty Gear instead of Smash Bros. but because when I tried to go back to Smash Bros, the
You're like,
netcode
where's my
sucked.
Where's my Roman?
Not even that. It was where's my rollback netcode?
Yeah. I will say I'd love to smash you anytime.
Yeah, same.
Just as long as you don't play hero. Kidding.
Wrestle Smash. Yeah, we should set that up sometime.
You know what? There are very few Smash-like games that I'll ever really kind of get into. Just because Smash Bros is too close to me. But you know what? I'll give Multiverses this. There's a few cases in that game where it's just like they figured some shit out. I don't care for Wonder Woman, like as a character or anything, but that up air that spikes on the back end, they put some fucking magic in that thing to make it feel good. There's that nice little delay of and like it hits on the way down with the spike, and the spike is really like horizontal. It's like it's nice.
Yeah, I will say there's times like the air combos in that game are so good. And Multiverses, it feels so nice. I'll be right back. Entertain people.
Okay.
I have to use the bathroom. I drink 2
Alrighty.
root beers.
What's other N64 games I've played? I'm trying to think of what else we did on Virtual Console. I for a long time I wanted to try out Donkey Kong 64 and never did. That's probably for the best. I tried the demo of Banjo and Kazooie, and that was nice, but I think also at that time I'd been well Mario'd out. Yeah, there's a lot of... You know what, I should just probably look up a list of Nintendo 64 games. Just go through that. I think something that's worth mentioning about the Nintendo 64 is that all these different games that I have played, I feel like all of them, like, they're worth mention in some way, or like they're interesting, right? There's some games where it's just like, oh yeah, it's fine, but there's no conversation to be had about it. Whereas N64, I feel like each game kind of there's a story to how it turned out. Let's see. I never played Bomberman 64, but Redial is a great song. I could listen to that on loop for a long time. At some point, I would love to play the Castlevania game on Nintendo 64. Just because it looks so terrible to play.
What game?
I feel like the Castlevania game that's on N64
yeah.
81. I feel like that would be such a wonderful play experience just because it's so difficult to sort of wrap your hand around.
If I recall correctly, there is a way you can completely like hard lock yourself from finishing that game.
Oh my god. That doesn't surprise me.
Like that, and like you have to collect a specific thing and bring it somewhere, and if you don't, you can't get through a door, and you can't go back.
Yeah. Yeah, GoldenEye, Majora's Mask, Perfect Dark, Bomberman, all good ones.
GoldenEye is hard to play now.
Yeah. I did play Mario Kart 64 on Virtual Console. Like, another one where it's like, by then I'd already played Double Dash, but it was good to go back to, and it's kind of interesting to see how they handled things like, drifting and stuff. Something weird about Mario 64, or Mario Kart 64, it sometimes feels like dashing or boosting in that game is a placebo because the camera zooms out, so it almost feels like you're not going all that much faster. I'm sure you are, but like that reminds me that I think I don't quote me on this, but I think in Mass Effect 1 you could originally, like, you could sprint, or so the like game would say, like you'd kind of go into a jog animation, but it wouldn't actually make you go any faster. I played Diddy Kong Racing remade onto DS, That was tough. Like that game, like I really got into Mario Kart DS and like just, you know, I like mastered that game in terms of what it was throwing at me, but Diddy Kong Racing was always way more difficult for me. I should start paying attention to these
Is that
chaos
Planet Freedom?
things. I can't. No, definitely not.
Oh shit! That planet got lasered.
Master Beam Slice. Did I watch that clip the other day and like I cried?
That's from
It's from Die Buster. Yeah.
If you Die Buster is something special.
Mm-hmm.
I can never be like, y'all need to y'all need to watch Die Buster, but you gotta watch Gunbuster first. Oh
Your cyber corruption is accelerating. How can you smile when you can barely stand?
Cope. Did I show you that video where it's like, Chris, go home? Oh.
What do you think of this, Grant?
About Sonic becoming a crypto bro.
I wouldn't put it that way. But just like, yeah, what are you thinking of this characterization of Sonic?
It's very in line with Sonic, but you know, he's being a little bit more serious. He's grown up. He's matured.
Well, I have good news for you. Read the IDW comic.
I get it. I need to read the IDW comics.
Every time I ask you, it becomes more and more like physically difficult for you to do.
Well, it's not that. Here's my biggest problem, and it's kind of stupid.
Is that you have to log in with my credentials and you have to ask them?
Not only that, but I also do not remember my Amazon shit. So if I do that, I will have to like re-put in my information, which is not a big ass problem, but it's a small ass problem.
Okay, you know what? I played Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, and that was on N64, but we played it on PC.
I played that game on PlayStation.
Yeah, it was better than expected.
There is some really tight jumps in that game. Either that or I was like sequence breaking the game. But there's a part where I thought you had to jump on like a nail, and if you didn't, you couldn't get to a place. But now that I think about it, I don't think that was what was supposed to happen. I think I was, as a child, like, well, this makes sense. You can step on this nail, and it allows you to jump high. But then I might have just been sequence breaking it, where it's just like, no, you're actually supposed to go do this, but I guess.
Yeah, I replayed it when I was older, and I also, like, I hit a bunch of walls where I was just like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, it seemed like I could try every option and nothing would work, so I feel that.
That's the one where Buzz Lightyear swears, right?
He does not.
he says, like, he says, like, shit, like, once, and then the rest is, like, damn in hell.
I like how you escalated it from Buzz swears once to Buzz does say, like, shit, but then the rest of them are damns and hells.
That's why it can stay, like, E, because, like... Well, because the T rating hasn't been made. It was kids through adults.
It's true. Mega Man X says damn in one of the translations.
Well, Mega Man X was the first rated M game, though.
It's not.
Yes, it was.
Oh, hey, did anyone here play Glover?
Glover. Yeah.
If you did, I'm sorry.
I played a little.
Glover looks like a painful experience.
I feel like. Oh, did you like Glover, Bryce?
Bryce, did you survive Glover? Did Glover hurt you? Yeah, it seems like such a game where it's just like, well, I'm fucked. I'm never gonna advance in this game.
I feel like, hear me out. I feel like I could buy the rights to the Glover IP. It's gotta.
It's off our hands.
It cannot be that expensive, right? Like, like it can't be that expensive.
Let me look up and see who owns Glover.
What if it just said Grant?
I did not play Hey You Pikachu, but I did play Pokemon Channel, which is very similar. Hey, do you remember? Oh my god, do you remember the studio that announced Glover 2 didn't actually have the rights?
Yeah, no. I think that's why I thought about it, because they announced Glover 2 and they didn't have the rights, and I thought at that time, like the reason I remember, I thought of this exact thought before, and the reason is like it can't be that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I also played Pokemon Channel. That game was wild. Hey You Pikachu was garbage according to Bryce. So I have a new theory, or not necessarily a theory. It's a new business perspective.
Yeah.
Hold on, we gotta watch this Outer Wilds cutscene. They're going ghost like Danny Phantom.
So they have to leave their home planet and come to Earth?
Yeah. And they powered their...
Oh, they say Chaos Gem. When this is all done, I am gonna... There's somebody online who basically translated the story out of Japanese. I'm gonna see if there's any major differences.
Of Glover?
No! Of this game. Do you think Glover was a lover or a fighter?
It's in his name. He's a lover.
But he didn't love his brother.
Mm-mm. That was because it was a fighter. Who was a fighter? So like I was saying, my new business...
I played Hydro Thunder in arcades. I could consistently get 4th, but I could never get higher than that. Tucker played it as well. What were you gonna say?
Did you see the article about the pizza man paying his workers the profit for the day?
Maybe? Was this Dan Price?
No.
No, okay.
Also, Dan Price is a sexual deviant and has done a lot of sexual
Yeah, I did hear about that.
No, there's this guy who's like... Jesus. He was like, hey, for Worker Appreciation Day, instead of taking home any profit, we're just going to give all of the profits to the workers today. It was $78 an hour.
Holy shit.
So here's my prerogative. Like, I'm sure that pizza place is fine. What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
This is amazing.
But like,
why did they only introduce that thing now?
I know.
It's cool.
We should start our own pizza place. We should start our own pizza place and make it a co-op pizza, and we call it Marcus's Pizza. And we
there was a pizza place here in West Lafayette near where I live, called Lots of Pizza, and they went out of business.
I remember Lotsa.
Yeah.
They weren't.
I don't know why they went out, but
because they weren't cooperatively owned.
Probably.
See. We make it, and then people pay us, and we use that money, and we don't need to expand, right? We don't give a shit about expanding. And we just use all of the profits and pay the people that work there. I bet we would have The only problem is we don't have enough capital to
Start it up.
Start it up.
Yeah. Well, we just need that investment seed. We do a drunk tank style pizza place that sells like one kind of pizza. It's like the person who's like, I'm gonna make a grilled cheese food truck. You only get a grilled cheese. You can't ask for tomato. You bring that shit yourself. It's gonna be greasy as hell. It's gonna be $1. That's that. They're like, I'm not breaking change. If you
hand me
give me $5, you're getting 5 grilled cheeses. Just do that model. You know. Nice recovery.
I played enough Sonic Adventure 2 to know that it's not over until it's over.
There's an advertisement for a place called Mark's Pizzeria. I don't know from where, but it went around on Tumblr because people would YouTube poop it. It'd be like, they'd cut it so it'd be like, Mark's Pizzeria. Did you know you can come? And I just cut off there.
I'm glad that peak humor is just making it so that people ask, "Did you know you can come?"
Yeah, that might also make them say cock. Like cock.
God, man, YouTube poop was the pinnacle of humor.
Imagine if someone brought a YouTube poop style film to the big screen. You just went to a movie theater and you watched a YouTube poop, you know. So is cyberspace like a preservation of their world, sort of?
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
They're chaos, Bryce.
Yeah. They're the progenitors of chaos and the Chow.
They are not water-dwelling beings. They are water beings or chaos beings. Oh no.
Oh no.
Sonic's texture's gone.
Oh no!
I believe I have come to understand you. Both of us will do anything to protect those who are precious to us. But your fate... it is what I calculated. Farewell, hero.
That's another character.
Why, Sonic?
He has RNG. Bullshit.
You know, I am glad that they didn't do the... As much as, like, I'm tempted to be like, oh, what if they did a thing where, like, you actually got slower as you got more corrupted. I'm glad they didn't. Probably the better idea in the end. To just ludonarratively let you still keep your speed.
I will say, 6 is a lot.
Load Runner is a great name for a video game. I wish I made a game called Load Runner. I don't know that I'd like to play the real Load Runner, but cool name.
Rapes! What's Load Runner about?
It's one of those things I never know off the top of my head. I always have to look it up. It's like a puzzle type game.
Running loads. Thanks, Bryce.
Collect gold pieces in a level and get to the end while being chased by enemies. Wow, Load Runner was one of the first games to have a level editor. Interesting.
Bomberman 64 had a wild story.
I think so. Is that when they started introducing, like, Max, who looked kind of like an evil Bomberman type person?
Yeah, Dark Bomberman. Bomberman Frost.
Yes. Yeah, Load Runner I think is very arcade. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna post Redial.
What?
Redial is a great song from Bomberman 64. probably the one greatest thing about Bomberman 64.
I think the greatest thing about Bomberman 64 is that Bomberman says that to the bourgeoisie 6 times in it. And then he,
That's why he's got his angry eyebrows on.
yeah.
Bomberman Hero. Pasting new dial. There you go.
Remember when we played Bomberman at your brother's house and
Just one?
then we never played it again? I'm really sad.
Yeah. Well, just you know, someday we can smash and we can Bomberman all you want. Bomberman is one of those where it's like I don't go into it expecting to win. I just want some fun shit to happen.
I go into Bomberman expecting to throw a bomb at a person.
Yeah.
And
I want to cause trouble.
I'm rarely disappointed.
Yeah.
Even if that person is me.
Let's see. More N64 games. I've always heard good things about Mischief Makers. That's one I
Shake,
never
shake, shake.
played.
That's all I remember.
Shake. There's also that Goemon game that people really like. That one always looks. It's always more ambitious than I would expect it to be. There's the Neon Genesis Evangelion Nintendo 64 game. That exists.
They're called Neon Genesis Evangelion 64.
No, it's just called Neon Genesis Evangelion. Oh yeah, there's Ogre Battle. Ogre Battle's another beloved series that I have not played.
Press the button, Sonic. Time for more corruption. Ah.
I always forget they made an N64 port of Resident Evil 2.
I always forget that too, probably for good reason.
Yeah.
Why does this guy have a bad back? He's made of water.
Chaos Gem Join Garkin Grind Debut, Hyuraintai. In the blue, Twin Slake by Chaos. Toru Zain Shuaiste.
Oh, the Master Emerald was on.
Oh! So the Master Emerald was already on Earth, and the Chaos Emerald sort of communicated with it and drew them here?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That has some peculiar lore implications then. That means all gems talk to each other.
It's true.
You know what? Star Fox 64. Played that and loved that. My copy didn't consistently keep save data, so that made that more difficult. And there's some things some quirks about it that I don't care for. Like I always found the final boss with Ross to be like the true final boss on the hard path, kind of be absurdly clunky and inconsistent. The kind of thing where it's like if you watch someone play it, it looks really simple, but then if you just get yourself in a bad position, then it feels impossible to escape from it. But still excellent. Still has some incredible game feel. I feel like they really nailed the feeling of like deflecting shots with the roll in that game, and almost never improved on it past that. Or if they ever reach that point again, it was only just as good as N64. Yeah, Star Fox 64 is great.
Wait, Bryce. Do people really think the Nintendo 64 Resident Evil is the best version of it?
Huh.
I never played the original Resident Evil 2. I've lost all my... I've made me start over.
What the? Genie. So specific. Oh yeah, have you ever heard of Wetrix?
Yeah, somehow.
Wetrix is interesting. I never played it, but Gage sent it to me, and it's so funny of a game. You're like trying to build pools of water, basically. Like it's like a falling block puzzle from like top view. And then if you like build a big enough pool of water, it'll put a rubber duck in it. I think it's just like so cool. It's so dumb. The world is not enough. That's it. Oh, it's a Bond game. Damn it! I was like, wow, it's like a. I wouldn't expect a game name like that in the N64 era.
That's James Bond. You know how the song goes, right?
It's me, James Bond. The world is not enough.
Oh, you do know.
Sometimes I go to the doctor and they squeeze my nuts.
That's exactly it. I fucking hate this one. I hate this one so much. I lose control so often.
Since it came out later, then it would have extra content and more optimization. Interesting, right? There are 3 listed games as unreleased on N64. That's 40 Winks, Glover 2, and Dragon's Sword. All 3 of them published by Pico Interactive. Maybe that's why we know, because they like elaborated that.
What was 40 Winks supposed to be?
It was like a cartoon character-based, maybe platformer, I think. I remember for a while there was a circulating video, probably from like Nitro Rad or one of those types of YouTubers, that covered it pretty in depth, because I think there is like a playable version of it. It at least got reception, so like I don't wait, then how did it not release? There's something weird to it.
Did it release on another console?
Let me look closer at this. A version was developed for N64 and reviewed in both Nintendo Official Magazine UK and Nintendo Power, whose January 2000 issue even featured a strategy guide, but it was cancelled soon before release. But then on 2018, Pico Interactive launched a Kickstarter confirming that the unreleased version would be released in a Microsoft Windows version through Steam. It was funded on the same day. The PlayStation version was released on Steam in October 2018, or October 22nd, 2018. Yeah, it's a platformer game.
And I don't know, Bryce. They wanted me to climb towers, and I'm not gonna say no. It is very long. This could have been 2 towers or 3.
2 towers. That's a Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
And no other 2 towers exist. Not anymore.
That looks like the fucking mass-produced Ava. Oh, is this how Chaos came to be? Is this Chaos? Zavik?
The Corruption. It's Metroid Prime 2.
Metroid
Echoes.
Prime 2 Echoes. Corruption.
No, Corruption's the 3rd one.
Metroid Prime 4. Unreleased.
40 Winks is $13 on Steam.
You guys need to work on it, right? Oh shit, everything's red. Sonic is going to turn into a JPEG. They're putting him on the blockchain!
No.
Oh no! Sonic, he's not fungible! Oh no, they're here to funge him.
Surely there's a swept tool we can use to help Sonic. Quick, freeze him with the fizz gun.
I captured Ray Island.
Congrats.
I did it. 100%.
40 winks is mixed on Steam.
More like 40
Sonic,
links. The cat. The time sweeper.
What happened to him?
He's
There's a
He
funged.
took on so much cyber energy, it corrupted him.
Meaning?
He's stuck between realities.
I love that there's like a Twitter page for poorly aged posts, and the icon for it is
denied me
blinks.
the pleasure of finishing you off, rodent.
Fuck off, Eggman. You're sad.
We must get you back into cyberspace immediately.
I just got out. That was the whole point.
I ran millions of simulations. The only way I can keep you alive is if you're not here when it gets out.
When what gets out?
Since time immemorial, I have languished here.
It's the voice.
Locks are
The one that
broken.
kept telling me to do things?
Now
Yeah,
I shall
this is
tear
just
down
like
the walls
Sonic
between
and the
dimensions
Black Knight.
and consume all.
I mean, all stories are derivative of
No,
Sonic and the
no,
Black
you
Knight.
don't. I'll mobilize the egg fleet and blow you out of the sky.
I have government funding.
It won't be enough. It triumphed over the Ancients' technology. My simulations show a success rate of 0%.
Do you think Eggman gets government funding to stimulate
No.
war efforts?
Sonic worked too hard for us
I
to
mean,
give up
one of
now.
my favorite
Those
things would
visions
have
we
been
saw. We
if
can
they
drive
wanted
back
him
the
to
corruption and bring him back.
if they wanted
Anything
Eggman to
for
remain like a
Whatever it
neutral, like
takes.
good hero, is that he'd become a gun manufacturer. Oh, they're gonna do the triangle jump from Sonic Heroes.
Oh shit.
Sonic, I want you to see the hero I become.
Sonic, you still have love to share with this world
I
too.
want to beat the
They
shit
are
out of you.
operating
We're even
100%
after
on vibes right now.
I like how Knuckles is like, "Ha, I'll save your ass," and then I don't owe you shit. Oh shit! I'm off the blockchain.
Everyone, thank you. I won't let you down.
Mina, arigatou gozaimasu.
Ha ha ha!
He's back.
This is our chance. I never simulated a scenario where Sonic helped, since you never authorized it.
I still don't want to.
He's such a baby. Smug ass.
Sonic, I hereby induct you into the Eggman Empire and order you to save us all. Understand? This is not an alliance.
If that's how you want to spin it, Dr. Ego Man.
Sage, you will help me find the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic won't be fast enough.
Hey, wow!
As you command.
Sonic is the master of sick burns. Am I on a new island?
Probably.
The final island?
Yeah. The Fireland.
Oh, I am. This is just the full last island. Holy shit. You know what that means, baby?
Big cat.
Fishing. Fishing.
recently I started playing Validate again, which is a great visual novel. And they have a fishing minigame in there.
As you should.
I haven't tried it yet, but I need to. It's just like you can be playing the visual novel, just stop, and then go into your menu and just go to the fishing minigame instead. You know what these structures remind me of? Balan Wonderworld. The water level specifically. Like something about trying to climb up awkward surfaces, you know? And it's like, it seems like it's kind of possible, but they definitely don't want you to do it. That reminds me of Balan Wonderworld so much. God, that was the first game we ever streamed on here.
Awful.
Hey, it's okay, we'll get Balan Wonderworld 2, right, Grant?
Yeah, man.
Yuji Naka's gonna develop it himself.
In prison.
While he's rotting. Yeah, you get him, Sonic.
Oh, Sage is the last one! I don't like that they reused the Amy heart.
The heart, yeah.
I feel like it would have been really tight if it was like a gun. Oh look, it's a new minigame. Fucked up.
You just have to jump each one without landing. What's the next game to stream? Probably, I want to vouch for Hero Hours Contract 2.
Yeah, we gotta play that.
Hero Hours Contract 1 was great. It's a fun, sort of procedurally generated style RPG strategy game. It's all about the gig economy, which we love to hate with the game, so...
It's also magical girls, so it's very with us.
So yeah, we had played the demo before, and that was excellent. It was really fun. Very much like on point with its topics, and so yeah.
Also, Steve O'Gorman, the person that made the game, has popped in and talked to us about it. And they are seem like
they're so great.
Chill person.
Absolutely.
Also, they gotta watch us break their game, which is really fun.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not supposed to happen, and it's like, that's what happens to us every game.
Yeah.
But it's a fun game. The art's really cute. There's some very, very niche references to Magical Girl content that I'm a big fan of. Wait, oh, it's Red Pillar!
Oh, don't get red pilled, dude. Good night, Bryce. See you later.
Ouch.
You need a parry. Or it can just miss you, you know? Entirely. Oh my god. Well, that doesn't look like that was supposed to happen.
We're like not ill
We talked about N64 games, but I know in your heart Buck Bumble isn't actually your favorite. So what were you gonna say? Like you actually really?
I'm actually a really big fan of Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
I know that's a boring answer, but like I remember playing that game and just like fucking vibing hard when I was like 4.
We know what the question is after that, then.
Yeah.
Rank the worlds.
See, the problem is I actually haven't played Super Mario 64 in its entirety for a long time because I kept just speedrunning it.
Alright, well then let me list them off, and then that will help you out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so obviously, number 1 is Bob-omb Battlefield. And then we have Womp's Fortress. After that, there is the first ice mountain, so Cool Mountain. Or I guess Jolly Roger Bay gets listed before that. Big Boo's Haunt.
Do I love
Hazy Maze Cave.
Hazy Maze Cave is such a good.
Oh, you don't like Hazy Maze Cave?
No, I don't.
I love Hazy Maze Cave. I think because that's the level that officially teaches you about the long jump, and then also it's got amazing music. Lethal Lava Land, Shifting Sand Land, Dire Docks.
I love Dire Docks music.
Snowman's Land, Wet Dry World.
Wet Dry World sucks.
Tall Mountain.
Tall Mountain also sucks.
Tiny Huge Island.
Tiny Huge Island is not a world, it is a gimmick, and then you play it once and you forget about it.
Tick-Tock Clock.
Love Tick-Tock Clock.
Rainbow Ride.
Rainbow Ride sucks ass.
So what rank them?
Okay.
Rank them.
I'm gonna,
or at least like give your favorites and your least favorites.
No, re-say them to me, and I'm gonna give them tiers because I don't think I can rank them right off the bat.
Bob-omb Battlefield.
That's got to be a hard A tier. It's just fun. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Bob-omb Battlefield S tier. It's great.
Okay.
There's so much shit to it. There's the chain chomp. There's the cannons. It's just so much fun.
Womp's Fortress.
That's an A tier. It's kind of boring. Like, it's a good level. Like, it's solid, but it's not, like, exciting, you know?
Okay. Jolly Roger Bay.
That's the one with the submarine, right?
Jolly Roger Bay is mostly water.
Oh, no, I'm
like,
thinking
you have the shore
I'm thinking
and
of
then...
Dire Docks.
Yeah.
Jolly Roger Bay is B minus. The eel was cool. Scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, Cool Mountain.
A tier. That one rules.
Big Boo's Haunt.
S tier. It's so cool. It's so atmospheric. There's so much cool stuff about that world.
Hazy Maze Cave.
C tier. Fuck Hazy Maze Cave. I guess, okay. I guess there's Nessie's there.
This... Not Nessie, what's... Dory. Dory's
yeah.
there.
Yeah, love Dory.
You don't have to give Hazy Maze Cave a C tier just because I like it.
No,
if you feel like it deserves a lower rank.
No. I think it's fine. I think Dory's cool, and it at least has a theme, you know.
Lethal Lava Land.
That's a D tier. Lethal Lava Land, like, it's just a bunch of assets on lava, you know. Like, they don't even try and make it like a cool lava land.
Yeah. Shifting Sand Land.
B tier. It looks cool. And Wario can kill the cubes.
Yeah.
Bye, Sonic. Whoop. I like Sandland is cool, and the pyramid's cool.
Dire Dot.
B tier, but it has really good music.
Snowman's Land.
Worse than the ice. Oh, but it has a giant snowman in the center, and that kind of rules. Let's give that an A tier, just for the giant snowman.
Wet Dry World.
Fucking D tier. That's like the worst. That's the worst because it's not even it's just like here's a big cube that you can fill with water sometimes.
It's an exercise in patience.
It sucks ass.
It has some interesting little platforming challenges, but it's so abstract, so it's just kind of like irritating to have to go and slow down and change the water tiers. Tall Mountain.
C tier. It's fine. The monkey's funny.
Funny monkey.
Funny monkey steals hat.
Tiny Huge Island.
D tier. Like, it's so forgettable.
I always
this
get
is
Tiny,
a cool
Huge
level.
Island, and Tall Mode. Oh yeah. I feel like this is the kind of like level environment that Sonic Forces wishes it had. Like when they did city environments in Sonic Forces, they were so absurdly high-tech looking that it just became like nonsense, like visual puke.
Which is weird because this is a very busy stage.
But it reads clearly.
Yeah, it's like the lights being like quickened rush hour traffic is really cool.
Yeah. Music's good.
Although the car's not freaking out like they would in Sonic Adventure, they just get deleted.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Being able to cause a car pileup is such an amazing idea. You know what? That's one good thing Yuji Naka did. It's like, dude, I'm in California and fuck this shit. Okay, TikTok clock.
It's a cool idea, and the little like secrets you can get from like entering at a specific time is really cool. But the platforming in it is hard as shit. And it's not super fair all the time. I would say B tier.
And then Rainbow Ride.
F tier. It's the worst. It is the worst level.
Yeah.
Because not only is the platforming hard, it's kind of a lazy level. And not only is it lazy, it's also like if you fuck up, you gotta wait.
Yeah. Okay, as for Castle Secrets, I'm gonna name some of these off as well. Princess's Secret Slide.
A tier. S tier, actually. The secret slide fucking rules.
Secret Aquarium.
The water is not super bad in 64, I think. I think it's one of the better ones. I'd give that it's a B tier. It's fine. It's cool, but like you don't go back to it, you know?
Yeah. I'll mention the Bowser levels too when we're done with these. Tower of the Wing Cap.
Oh, that's an A tier. The music when you first fly in that game, the flying in that game is really interesting because it's like having to like fall and then pick up height and stuff.
Yeah, it's so interesting that in like a platformer type game, well, it's the cape from Mario World, but they really kind of gave it like this realistic weight, you know?
Yeah, it feels
like
so good.
In Mario World, like you could just kind of left and right jam your fingers on it and get, you know, generally you'll stay up in the air. Like as a kid, I could kind of learn how to exploit it. But Mario 64, like I had to really honestly buckle down and like pay attention to how I was flying, which is a pretty big demand for like early 3D platforming style game, right?
Yeah, it's like weirdly competent for something that was kind of like, I wouldn't say like an afterthought, but like
it was one minor portion of this big game, and they gave it all this thought and like game feel.
This level fucking slaps, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm like going on a completely different route. Like this is nuts.
Yeah, I wish all the levels had this much care. I kind of wish there were fewer levels, but they were, you know, like
deeper,
long and strong with this. Yeah. That's a cool barrel roll that he does too. Next up on the list we have let's see, Cavern of the Metal Cap.
The music, the Metal Cap music rules. Fuck, it's so good.
I feel like the level itself is not that great. Basically, you put on the metal cap and you keep putting on the metal cap so you don't die in poison.
Yeah, no, the level's not great, but the music's good.
Vanish cap under the moat.
That one's lame too. All the cap ones kind of suck. Like
They're mostly tutorials and that's
yeah,
about
the wing cap is the only one that feels like an actual level.
You know what? Okay, I'll say this. I am someone who believes I'm like a subjectivist. That we live in a world constructed by our perceptions, and everyone has a slightly different world. But the one thing that is objectively funny in this world is going to the Tower of the Wing Cap and just falling straight down and just having to leave. Just like you look up, you go to the level, and Mario just all the way down, just dies.
It is pretty
They were great for that. They solved comedy right there. Let's see. Toad's first power star. That doesn't. You just talk to him. Start. I'm not gonna count the rabbits either. Let's see. Wing Mario over the rainbows. I don't remember that one.
That one's weird.
Okay, then let's move on to Bowser levels. First, Bowser in the Dark World.
That one's actually kind of fun. There's some fun little boops and bops you can do. Oh, Caterpillar! That is literally not a caterpillar. Like if they called it like
closer to a kind of beetle or isopod.
Yeah, like if they called it like roly-poly or isopod, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's gonna extend. It's kind of interesting that if you boost on these rails, it like makes the laser beam more of a threat since it's gonna come faster at you, relatively speaking. So I guess you can always turn.
Time to one-cycle this bitch.
Ooh. Oh shit, orbital strikes. How about Bowser in the Fire Sea?
That one's pretty bad. I don't like lava, and I don't like the fire. I don't like Mario going, ow, 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 ow! Ouch! That's how he goes. He goes, ow!
Now, is that better or worse than how Mario screams in Sunshine when he gets hit by fire?
Oh, it's terrible in Sunshine.
There's something very depressing in Sunshine, how when you hit lava, you just instantly die. You just kind of like... But he still, it like treats it as if he died in, like, by drowning. It's so, like, you just hit the lava and you kind of see his shadow, like, just, like, roll over the lava. It's like, ooh.
Except when you hit the fire paint and he goes, wow, wow, and then he dies.
Do you want me to get that sound for the sound deck, or for your stream deck?
That might be fun.
It's so fucking loud.
It's a llama!
Oh yeah, that's the Chris Pratt version. Oh, it's a llama!
Oh, fish!
Ow. Ah! You know, it's...
Where did the fish is right here, and so is Sage. I'm just gonna come up to Sage. I'm just gonna give Sage some. Oh, come here, Sage.
I'm interested in this.
I'm trying to remember how Chris Pratt's Mario voice sounds. Like, I'm trying to separate it where it's like I can get like the little accent he tries to do.
All you gotta do is think of Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Mushroom
That's right,
Kingdom,
Mushroom Kingdom, here
here
we
I
come.
Eggman in cyberspace to protect him from the impending destruction. I had hoped to keep out external variables as well. You were not meant to come here.
Yeah,
Mario.
I figured that out. I understand now why you locked my friends in the cyber cages and fought me. I wasn't exactly going to leave the Titans alone either. It's too late for an I'm sorry from either of us. Better to focus on making things right.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, what do you think of the last Bowser level? Bowser in the Sky.
I love that one. I love Bowser in the Sky. It's so cool.
Dude, running up the really steep hills, tight.
Also the fact they give you a life and a checkpoint right before you fight Bowser.
So you can just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, they're just like, we're not stopping you here. Oh look, it's
Kunoichi. That's a female ninja. So there's Shinobi and Kunoichi. Now this of course means that I do have to ask about Mario Sunshine levels as well, since we're just on that track.
Yeah.
So, let's list them off. Bianco Hills. Actually, you know what? Let's start before that. Delfino Plot.
Delfino.
Okay. Hold on. I have to roll back. Mushroom Kingdom from Mario 64.
Like the overworld.
The Peach's Castle, I should say.
I like the overworld. Wait, I can't get in here. Wait, why can't I leave? Why can't I get into this other fishing?
That was another like input bug. Does it think we're in combat?
Yeah. Hey, Sonic.
Gotta go in and out. Oh, it's big.
Hey, Sonic. Welcome back.
Did you catch all the fish, or just all the fish up to that point?
Up to all the fish up to that point.
Is the water okay?
No, it's freaking out.
Would you like to try? Would you like to try?
Okay. I think that Peach's Castle is really fun. It's fun to explore, but Delfino Plaza is such a good overworld.
It's smaller than Peach's Castle, but I think it still works so well.
But it feels like it's bigger, you know?
Yeah, because it's all interconnected, you know?
Right. Well, and like you have like the little secrets and like the people hiding in buildings and the islands and the boats.
It doesn't ever feel like you're sort of narrowing yourself down. Like in Peach's Castle, you sort of like go out in branches and you'll be stuck kind of in this little narrow area for a while. Whereas in Delfino Plaza, you're never too far from getting back into the main sort of hub space of it.
Yeah.
You know, even like when you're underground, right, there's plenty of sewer manholes to jump out of. And then doing so sends you really high and you get to see everything from above, you know, it's just very creative.
Sonic, don't touch that! That's venomous!
I don't know the meaning of the word.
Ow!
Hey, if Sonic gets poisoned, does he, like, leech rings? Or would he, like, lose them all on, like, instant contact and be okay? Or, like,
depends on what
lose them
game.
and then die? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so Sonic Chronicles and Dark Brotherhood.
It's Marlin! From Finding Nemo.
Have you saved my son? Let's see. Bianco Hills.
I like Bianco Hills. I think it's a really good introductory level. I don't think it's as good as Bob on Battlefield as an introductory level is. B. Tire!
There are some things in... He's so happy about that tire. There's some things in Delfino Plaza that I love to use for teaching purposes. Like, I love the inset path they have that leads you through the village. Like, it's like, you know, you can, if you follow that, like, it's like that white stone path that is like, it's so cool. Giant isopod. Fuck yes.
Fuck yeah. No, yeah, I agree. And also, like, they have the water sprinklers on, so when you're hopping and you start sliding, you're like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah. It's an introduction to that, like the sliding on wet surfaces. It's a really great way to sort of catch some speed into the level. And then you, like, you know, you have that jump onto the log, but it's scaffolded by water, so if you miss the jump, it's not a big deal. But it is teaching you, like, hey, be careful where you're running. And then if you go straight from there, you have that little like lower path. So if it's like if you can kind of shelter yourself from the level and just continue on that path forward. There's no enemies down there. You're kind of safe away from everything, and you've got walls on both sides, so it feels kind of cushy. But then the path rises up to sort of meet the rest of the land. And so it's sort of flush. As it gets flush up there, you sort of like can navigate out into the grass and explore there. Or you can continue on the path and try to go underneath the windmill. Like it feels so well thought through. When you come back to it though, it does feel kind of clunky that you have to kind of travel all your way through there. Even if you can kind of speed through the beginning part, like sliding down, there is kind of this like this shit again, kind of feeling to it.
Also, fighting PD Piranha the second time sucks.
Yes, second fight of PD Piranha it's annoying.
Take these pigs and shoot them at PD Piranha.
Yeah, and then there's a random element of just, is it gonna fly in the direction you think it is? Stop and aim in a game that's about running and jumping. Next up is Rico Harbor.
Love Rico Harbor. A+. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I like the climbing parts. I like the squid racing. Yoshi's Fruit Adventure sucks, but...
Dude.
Squid. Love Rico Harbor. I also like how fun it is. It's like, whoa, it's a little like... I love the sounds you make when you run on the metal grates. It's like... Ding, 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 ding. I love that sound.
I love you can find little boats of bloopers that have been caught and they just have like dead eyes.
Yeah, it's
because people gotta eat.
People gotta eat. And oh, what? It's a big rainbow-colored frog.
That thing is so big.
It's so
and Big's not even like jealous. It's just like I just love Froggy.
Froggy's gotta be in here, right? Like
gotta be. I bet like you'll catch everything and then you can catch Froggy.
It's crayfish.
Yeah, Rico Harbor is a lot of fun. Sometimes the water makes it feel sluggish, but once you get used to the level enough, you rarely fall into water, so then that's better.
Also, once you get the turbo nozzle, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Getting the when you're up in the high areas and the wind gusts attack you and they're like
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Those are scary. It's also one of the levels that first really kind of like really emphasizes triangle jumping, which is neat.
Yes.
So doing wall jumps is kind of fun.
Welcome, Sam.
Yeah,
we're talking about Super Mario Sunshine while we fish.
Yeah, we drilled through a tier list of Mario 64 levels because Bryce got us talking about Nintendo 64. Well, actually, Grant started the conversation, but it was very good for Bryce. And now we're here. Yeah, Rico Harbor's fun. When we're done with this, we should talk about the mystery levels. Which ones of those are best?
Oh, the secrets?
Yeah, the secret level.
The worst is the shell secret, hands down. More like hell secret, because it sucks.
Okay. After this, we have Gelato Beach.
Gelato Beach is a hit or miss. I think it sucks. I think that might be one of the worst levels. It's just like everything's a beach, right? There's plenty of other beach-themed levels.
That's fair.
That are cooler.
I never really thought about it like that. Yeah.
They're like, do you want to... Like, the caterpillar fight is fun. But everything else after that is hot garbage. The Sandbird secret sucks. Fruit Factory sucks.
Fruit Factory? That's a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze level. Let's see, I forgot to mention too, Rico Harbor's music really carries it. Like, even if you're like, oh, I fell in the water, the fact that it's like...
Yeah. Also the part where you fight the squid and he goes.
Oh, it's so iconic. You've got the crates and there's the one tentacle sticking out and you have to pull it back and release it to start the fight.
So
and you're like, oh my god, did I just pull that arm off? It's very brutal.
It's very brutal.
Do you just like, hey, what's your favorite Mario boss fight? I like the one where he tears his arms off.
Well, what's also great about that one is like okay, so he has the little ink on his face, right?
Yeah.
And you go to spray it, and when you spray it, he gets mad and he smacks you, and then you realize you can grab his tentacles, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, so you spray. It's so good. Sunshine is
Yeah.
such a good game that sucks. it is the best unfinished game there is.
Yeah. And then when you're pulling his face,
He's like,
yeah.
Mantis Storm's cool as shit.
Yeah, let's talk about Serena. Is Serena Beach next? Let me, because I know it's kind of in the same place in the game that that Big Boo's haunt is like at, relatively speaking. Let me make sure I'm not missing something.
That's the S tier. I love that level so much.
It's a lot of fun. It's weird because it's like a lot of my gripes with like some Mario 64 levels, like Lethal Lava Land and Shifting Sand Land, where they separate the level into two halves. Like it has the same problem where it's like you are either on the beach or you're in the building, so you're only ever playing half the level at one given time. But there's something so iconic about it, and like just the
It's a regular isopod.
I love the sunset mood to it. The Mantis Storm is such an iconic starting level. It was such a good boss fight that really felt like it challenged me, and it's like, oh.
Well, and then you have like it really captures the feeling of like a shitty hotel.
Yeah. It's so interesting. It's like it's not like, oh, this is like a just a Boo's mansion. It's like this is someone else's institution that Boos are haunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I missed Peanut Park.
I love Peanut Park. Peanut Park's another S. I think that like having the different rides are fun. I really like when you climb up and you knock off the turtle. I like that there's the Yoshi secret requires you to get the orange Yoshi. The Bowser roller coaster fight's pretty cool, even if it is a little janky. Loach. Alright, let me spend all my tokens and then see my Fishopedia. I feel like I would have gotten an achievement for catching all the fish.
Would you like to try?
But let's trade tokens. We'll buy all the Lost Cocoa.
Yeah. Peanut Park, I feel like, is, for me, it's like, there's bits and pieces of it I like, but I feel like I never really enjoy the level overall. There's, like, I think I wish I could do more with it. I feel like I wish I could platform on the roller coaster more than just in the minigame or the boss fight with Mecha Bowser. It feels a little more convoluted to explore than I wish it did. I wish it was a little more fluid to go from place to place. And having to wait on the spinning ship sometimes is a pain in the ass. But unlike Arena Beach, the halfway split, it's more like here's like 15% of the level and then there's 85% on the other side. I think also Peanut Park is always a little smaller than I think it is. Did he say something?
He said he would like to try to let you borrow a rod.
I didn't realize that the noise was just playing because it was still counting down.
Yeah, I got everything. I got all. Hopefully I can get max speed here.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else you wanted to say on Serena Beach?
It's great. It's a fun level. I would play. Oh, catch completion 90%. Oh, we're so close.
Yeah.
We'll go back. I like it. It's good, and I like Peanut Park.
Hey,
I like
would you
the
I'll let you borrow.
I just like that it's an amusement park, and you go there and you have a little good time.
Noki Bay.
Noki Bay looks really good, but it is a fucking ass to play. it's like a B- on vibes alone. Also, it's home to the Shell Secret, which is quite possibly my least favorite level in the entire game.
Yeah, I think like it has a similar problem to Rico Harbor, where if you fall down, you have a lot of water to swim back through, but you don't have none of the levels will, that I remember, have a convenient turbo nozzle for you to use in that case. It's not like you could keep it because you need to climb up anyways. Like, you really honestly need to keep your hover nozzle or a rocket nozzle. And if you fall down, it's a much farther distance than you would have in Rico Harbor. And so it's just kind of a pain. The whole level is kind of... It's split, not by a loading zone, but just by the fact that you have all of it inset in one wall, and then you have everything else sitting at the bottom.
But it is very pretty.
It's beautiful. Oh, I love the aesthetic there. Pianta Village.
Pianta Village is interesting. I really like when it's dark there. I think it's fun when it's night. The chain chomp levels are cool. It's a B tier, I would say.
Yeah. It's so wild to me that Pianta Village is the 7th world, it's the last world, and it's the only one that actually has a pitfall. All the other water levels have water at the bottom.
Yeah.
Which is, it's, you know, as pointed out, it's amazing evidence that the game got slashed in terms of content.
Right.
I feel like that one's like the smoking gun. That and the fact that Serena Beach is the 5th world, just like Big Boo's Haunt was. You know, Corona Mountain as well, that exists. So what do you think of that one?
That one sucks. The boat is garbage.
Yeah. Yep. It did feel like a true accomplishment when I beat it as a kid, but damn, that level.
It's mean. It's so mean.
Yeah. That's the kid killer. It's as mean as most of Billy Hatcher is. Let's see. Well, then let's double back and let's talk about the secrets. But then again, do you have like the secrets in mind really well that you can imagine them?
I know the Yoshi merry-go-round secret because it has all the little Yoshi blocks. I know the shell secret because it fucking sucks.
Yeah. Let me see the shell secret again. Oh, I kind of like the shell secret. It's a pain, but like there's quite a lot of like side flipping and wall jumping. Like there's a triangle jumping bit, which I think is neat.
But there's also all those cubes that are like, hey, guess what? Balance on this.
You mean the ones that like you have to stand on while it moves?
Yeah.
And like it transports you?
Yeah.
Does it have those?
I think so. There's also the one that's like Mario, but he's made out of sand.
Oh yeah. Let me see here.
Sorry, I'm getting some. Had some messages on the Discord. Got Ryan's computer to work.
Yay! I'm glad to hear that. You know what I hate? I hate Secret of the Dirty Lake.
Oh, that one sucks.
Got the red and blue platforms that flip.
Yeah.
The flip switch stuff they did in Galaxy and later in the 3D World games is so much better because they swap instantly and they have a little bit of forgiveness time on them. The ones in Sunshine, they're so big and then they flip over that you have to do a side flip to stay on the same platform. It's
Would
it's
you like
aggravating.
to try?
It's a shock to me that that's in like the first world, you know. Also, I'm looking at the little. I'm just now realizing they have little dotted paths to show you where the platforms go, and I never realized that.
Would you like to try?
And the dotted paths are just like cubes with like a gray checkerboard pattern on them. Like it's like it looks like it's like default like no textured like it's whatever the engine picks whenever they don't assign a material.
Alright, if it like it's wild to me because I'm like I feel like I'm done, but also I didn't catch Froggy.
Would you like to try?
And I feel like they wouldn't have this if you couldn't catch Froggy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I guess we'll see what our percentage is.
Yeah, catch complete. Wild.
Oh.
There's not even
no Froggy.
Not even an achievement.
Yeah. Maybe Froggy will be DLC.
Alright, let's
play as Froggy.
God, I can't believe that they just don't let you.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't.
It's so weird.
It's so slow. Like here is your points. How many points do you want to put into speed and not ring capacity?
Mm-hmm.
Hermit Coco's just like, yeah, you're good.
Mm-hmm. It's like when you're a regular somewhere and you know, like, oh, this person knows my order. You know, they're gonna get it really fast for me. And you walk in, it's someone new, and you're just like, oh, no, they have to learn me.
They have to float up in the air and glow for a second.
Mm-hmm. Did I ever tell you about the person? I was going to get just breadsticks from Hotbox Pizza. I guess that geolocates me, but whatever. If you don't know it, you don't know it. I like there was just this was when I was trying to save money and like minimize food consumption, and so I could spend $4 to get a pack of breadsticks, super salted, you know, like just like satiate me, right? Get those carbs. So 3 times in a row I would go to Hotbox and just get breadsticks, and it was the same person there every time because it was like late, like night shift. It was a perfect storm of like personal embarrassment and like a feeling of connection with that person. I was like, are we developing something here? You know?
They point at you and go, breadsticks! Every time you came in.
No, but I just kind of got quieter every time I ordered.
Coward. God, I love how exciting it is just to talk to or Elder Coco and just...
This feels like something they would have you do in Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. God, I missed that game.
The good news is you don't have to miss it. We can always stream it again and you can do the bowling minigame.
Well, it's on Steam now, too.
Well, you know what? I guess if we would want to play more of something like that, we should play The Good Life.
Yeah, we should.
And by that I mean you should play The Good Life.
Yeah,
I'll just get up taking photos and picking up objects and moving them around.
I would love to play The Good Life, but I think Hero Howard's Contract 2 is definitely the next one.
Yes.
God, Hermit Coco is just like...
This is the run killer.
It is the run killer.
Okay, so you started the stream playing Melty Blood. You quote unquote playing Melty Blood, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Beaver's here. Time for another side tangent. Thoughts on Happy Chaos being able to respond to a blue Roman cancel faster than 2p?
It's a glitch, but yeah, it's stupid.
Can you fill me in?
So, when Happy Chaos gets caught in a blue Roman cancel, the animation it takes for him to bring his gun out is not there.
Oh.
So he can just pop his gun on frame 1.
So when you use a blue Roman cancel, then he can just gun you like that?
Yep.
Ha!
And Purple Roman cancel too.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, I feel bad for y'all, but that's funny.
Happy Chaos once again proving that yeah, Scott wants us to play Choo Choo Charles, which I also want to play.
Yes.
I don't think that Choo Choo Charles necessarily needs to be a one-off before we play a long series. It might be like a special event type thing, where it's like it's horror movie time. We'll do it on I don't know. We'll find a funny date to do it.
We have a long way till Halloween, so if you pick the day you want to do it, we'll do it. Especially since I do think it would be just like, one longer stream.
Right.
Finish it off.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, that's right. You were talking about Melty Blood when the stream started.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm watching Happy Chaos.
I think Happy Chaos should be removed from the game.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
They should replace him with Sad Chaos, which is just Happy Chaos without the gun. But you can still press B, you can still press slash, so that he goes bang, bang, bang. But it doesn't do anything.
Canonically speaking, Sad Chaos would be Eno.
Yeah. Or she wants to go crazy.
Yeah.
I love that she just straight up says, "Be my bottom, bitch." Like, it's...
But yeah, her voice clips are one of the things that convinced me to play her again for sure. Like I already liked some of her moves from Exerd, but I was like, I don't know, the air dash thing can get kind of technical. I don't know if I want to do like false defense cancels with that. Like it just kind of becomes like finger crampy kind of movements. But like then I got to hear her New English voiceover. And just like the lines they have her do are just so good. Just great, like just gender,
Yeah. Yep. I get it.
95.
We'll never have to talk to Hermit Coco again. I don't need ring capacity. That's bullshit.
What if there was an achievement for ring capacity? It was the last one you had to get.
I would do it. I just don't know why, like, they would make it take me longer to get electric blue line.
I don't know.
Also, I do like that the best way to level up in this game is just to fish.
Fishing makes you strong.
Oh no, there is an achievement! And I just got an achievement for speed.
Oh, Grant.
Let's see how
we're gonna have a long stream ahead of us. How's it feel?
It feels like slightly faster, I think.
What if all it did was make his feet run faster?
Like he himself was not faster.
Yeah.
Do I have a hermit Coco? Oh, I need to find hermit Coco so that I can. So.
That thing is huge. It looks important.
Oops.
Damn.
Oh my god.
They have. What bullshit?
Easy.
No!
Ah!
Remember jump rope in Super Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
No, why is it doing that? Why is it... It like...
Hates. There you go.
There I go. I did it.
Excellent work.
Excellent work. Back that ass up.
Don't ever say that again.
Do you agree that I should never say it again, or that it was an excellent work? Back that ass up.
Oh yeah, I love the.
Can't.
He gets the mochi head people in Mochi Joe doing the jump rope.
Oh. Where's the silver?
Silver's not in this game, I don't think.
Sonic, it's me, Silver the Hedgehog. Do you remember when I was a villain? Funny story. I'm evil again.
Do you remember when I was recast as Bryce Papenbrook, the guy who did Maso Mikita? Because I was. And also Makoto Naegi and fucking Komaeda. Naoto Komaeda, also known as Silver the Hedgehog.
Oh, I fucked up.
Oh, you did bad at Tetris, Grant. Now you'll never be able to play Wetrix.
That's wrong. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? Since we're in the process of just doing listicles at that point, God damn it, Scott! How dare you be funnier than us in our chat? We don't pay you for this. Kirby Air Ride.
City Trials A tier. Everything else
Well,
is like C tier, maybe.
What do you think of the different
The stars?
Air Ride tracks? Well, you know what? That's a better one. That's a better one. Yeah, let's talk about the different stars. Air Ride machines. First of all, Warp Star.
That's just like the regular one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a B, right? And you know what? It sucks ass. It's the bottom. It's the worst. Because at least the ones that are technically worse than it are funny.
Yeah. How about Compact Star, which is the one they gave you at the beginning of Air Ride, or sorry, City Trial.
That's like worse, but at least it looks funny. It's like a little stocky thing. That one's C tier.
Yeah, I think that one has lower speed but higher acceleration or something like that. Slick Star.
More like Dick Star, am I right? Sucks dick.
I'll kill you.
Is the Slick Star the pink one?
Yeah.
It's funny. Because it like drifts, right?
Yeah, it's all slippery. I'm ride or die for Slick Star. It's so funny and fun to drive. Winged Star.
Is that the one that looks like an eagle?
Yeah, it's got like wings on the side. It's got like a white and blue pattern to it.
Yeah, that one's an A tier. That one's always my favorite, just because I like flying in that game.
Formula Star.
Is that the red one with jets?
No, that's the Turbo Star. Formula Star is like the sleek-looking, cylindrical white and blue one.
That one's the one that goes really fast if it's a straightaway, right?
Yes.
I love that one. The surfboard, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it because it's just like you get it and you either fuck or it's a fuck or suck kind of star.
Yeah.
And the right
Yeah, Scott, I agree. Swerve Star is great. I like. It feels like my favorite stars are the ones that either go in straight lines or drift all over the place, uncontrollably. And by uncontrollably, I mean I can control it 'cause I'm different. Shadow Star.
I got Herculean Hedgehog.
Nice.
For having max attack, and I got Hardened Hedgehog for having.
That's a Kirby game. Kirby Max Attack.
Now I have max everything except for wings.
Yep. Very nice.
Let me get this Chaos Emerald. And then we'll we can call it quits here soon, but let's finish our.
Yeah. Shadow Star.
That one does a lot of damage and also can fly. That one's an S tier. It also is edgy as hell.
Yeah.
You're telling me I can ride a bat? Cool.
Knuckles?
Knuckles.
You stray from the path.
Oh.
Turn back.
Swerve Star.
Is the Swerve Star the one that's like diamonds?
Yes.
That one's cool. That one's an A.
Okay, Rocket Star. That's one with the airbag on the back and you have to charge it up and release and it goes.
That one's fine. That one's cool.
Split
that's like a B. That's a B.
Now I'm just trying to think of marijuana names for stars. Wagon Star.
Is that the pink one?
Yes.
That one's a C tier. It like has zero. It's like not even like. It's not even a fucker. It's not even a sucker fuck star. It just is garbage in almost every like situation.
You're a coward.
Really?
Look, why would you not want to play as a star that might not be able to make it across the gap in one of the air ride tracks and kill you instantly? But I love Wagon Star. Wagon Star is so funny, and it has so much fucking health.
Yeah, like I get its gimmick, but it's just not a good gimmick.
It's so funny.
Having a lot of
Here's the thing:
health
if you win with Wagon Star, you take the night.
Yeah, but how many times did you ever win with Wagon Star?
I did a few times, I think.
I
feel like it happened at least once for me to gloat this much about it.
I think you're misunderstanding. I think you think it happened.
Whatever, you know. You know what? Wagon Star is like the perfect rise to the top machine in air ride mode. Like, you know, it's like the fixer-upper.
It is the gearless
giant. Yeah, you can't hold A to charge and do a drift boost. But if you can win without it, then it's like, you know, it's like, oh, look at how far I've come. Turbo Star. That's the red one. You already kind of talked about it, I think.
Yeah, that one's like a C tier too. It sucks ass too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. It feels like it's It's just a worse version of the Slick Star to me. And by that I mean it's a more balanced version of the Slick Star. Jet Star.
Which one's that? I don't.
That's the one that goes faster when it's in midair.
Oh, I love that one. That one looks super cool too. That's
It's
an A
sick.
tier.
Yeah. Bulk Star.
B tier, but B stands for bulk.
Wheelie Bike.
C tier because Wheelie Scooter is A tier.
Yes. Agreed. Rex Wheelie.
Wait.
Rex Wheelie is the big honking one. Painted black. It's like.
Oh yeah. That one's see because you have the 3-wheel ones, right? You have wheelie bike, wheelie scooter, and then Rex Wheelie. See, Rex Wheelie is B tier because it knows what it wants to be, a big ass bike.
Yeah. Which is what the B stands for.
Yeah. But wheelie scooter is S tier, baby. It's also the easiest way to get Dragoon unlocked in free ride.
Yeah. Meta Knight.
B tier, but B stands for bitch.
And King Dedede.
S tier. And S tier stands for perfect.
Oh, that's right, of course. Dragoon.
Oh, S. Dragoon and Hydra are both S tiers because they're so. It's like you get them in the world chase. Like Dragoon, you're just like, I do not need a land. The ground is for peasants. And Hydra is, the ground is for peasants, and I'm the strongest peasant of them all. Wait until I charge up. Oh, then you'll be sorry.
One last one, Flight Warp Star.
Oh, that one's fun because that one's only available in free ride, right? Because it's too powerful.
Yeah. I love the coloration of Flight Warp Star. It's that like reddish, orangish, salmonish kind of color. What's your favorite power up to collect?
Scott's correct.
Oh yeah.
Dragoon and Hydra are F tier because F stands for friends will not like you.
Yeah.
I really like the cannon because you get it and you just point it in a direction and you just make someone's life miserable.
Yeah.
Just
the firecrackers.
Yeah, just like pop, pop, pop. Also, I like the big spikes, the big Gordos, because they're so fucking big. And you're just like looking in the distance and there's these giant like kaiju-sized spike monsters.
Yeah. Do you ever pick up the time bombs and put them down, or you just avoid them like the plague?
Oh yeah, no, I always put them down because it's very funny. It's very funny. I put them down almost immediately, and I think it's really funny because like you're just like hanging out and then you hear from across the map and you're like, oh yes, it's all coming together. I don't know what it is, but it's coming together.
Yeah.
Ruins and treasures. You'd be right at home.
What about stat boost? What's your favorite?
I really like I mean I like flight, right? I love flying in that game. But I also love top speed just because it's just like my favorite character from Magical Girl Raising Project.
I forgot there was a girl named Top Speed.
Yeah. I don't even know if that is a false statement now that I think about it. But yeah, I really liked. I love Air Ride. I would love for a more. Apparently, there is a mod out there for the PC to get Air Ride. It's an online Air Ride PC, right. and it has like really intense city trials. I wanna see if I can look into it sometime, but not today because it is time to go. We'll be back to play this game next Thursday. We might finish it soon.
And the whole time we won't be talking about the gameplay.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, what is there to talk about? We climbed some towers. We fought a boss.
Yeah.
And we talked about the boss a little bit.
Yeah.
We talked about the story a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know, if this was Breath of the Wild, you would die in that mud right there.
Link can't swim. Actually, I don't know. That's not true. You can't swim.
In some games, it's true.
Oh no, I got into the... This is the worst fight. Brantley and I will be recording another episode of our podcast. We'll be talking about Tokyo Mew Mew New, which is going to be a thing. It'll be fun.
Definitely need to do some skipping back through it before we officially review it, I think.
Yeah.
I do have notes, though. I think that, you know what, might be a short one, as we always say. Yeah. Looking forward to that. Gonna be a good time.
It'll be fun. So thank y'all for joining us. If you liked what you listened to, you can follow us here right on Twitch. Unless you watch us on a VOD, then you can go to Twitch and like us and follow us and partake in our chat. We will be giving away one free compliment randomly to one of our commenters. Today's free compliment goes to Bryce, who left. You got good taste in anime.
I think the compliment should have gone to Contriter.
Oh yeah, no, I lied. It went to the bot that tried to sell us on that. You really stuck to your guns by not telling me your favorite Oblivion quote.
NPC.
You can follow us on YouTube, where we can post our reviews of anime. Or you don't need to do any of that, because we are not your dads.